My story. I'm the former fat guy, and that's me in my fat pants picture. These are the fat pants. So today I'm probably 175 pounds with a 31-inch waist. These are 36. This is the pant size I used to wear. I went from baggy to loose to even bigger. And baggy to loose was Levi's. For years I couldn't even buy blue jeans. And then when I could, Levi's came out with their 550s, and then the 550s became 560s, and then they had like a 565. And essentially the waist of the pant stayed the same, but the cut of the pant was totally different. So essentially it was a larger and larger pant, even though my waist size wasn't changing according to Levi's. I was definitely getting bigger. Along the way, I had no idea that I was actually gaining weight. Fall would come, and I'd go buy one or two brand new pair of blue jeans and would upgrade from the 550 to the 560 or 565 and pay little attention to the fact that I was buying larger pants. Watershed moment. In high school, I had a history teacher describe a watershed moment as something that causes a change of events. And this is probably the one thing that I can't give any of you that are sitting here tonight. I can't give you a watershed moment. I can't give you what the newspaper recently, when they interviewed me, described as a eureka moment. Everybody has to have their own, and that own moment is the reason that you decide to do something about making a change, to do something about losing weight, to do something about getting in better shape. That's the one thing I can't sell you. I can't bottle it, I can't package it, I can't sell it online, through my website, and certainly not at my gym. Everybody's got to have their own. Mine was real simple. I bought a suit. Actually, my grandmother died. I went home, tried my suits on. None of them fit. So I went immediately to the local suit store, bought an off-the-rack suit, had it tailored on the spot, and went to the wake and the funeral. Short time after that, I needed to wear that suit again, and it didn't fit. That was my watershed moment. At the time I was a college kid, I didn't have money to go buy another suit. I had a suit that was in great shape. It had been worn once. It was tailored to fit me. I went to put the pants on, and it was, uh-oh, I can't get these buttons. That was my moment. And then when I realized that, okay, obviously I've gained some weight, I guess I haven't thought about it, but now what? And at that point in time, I had no idea what to do. Along the way, between being overweight to where I am now, I had the opportunity to experience a number of things. Some of them I look at today and I kind of laugh to myself about. The first one, eating fat will make me fat and the girls chase me. I was probably like 10 years old, and one of my uncles told me that if I ate fat, girls would chase me. So guess what I didn't want to eat? Fat. When I realized I was overweight and I wanted to lose weight, I said, well, geez, I would like the girls to chase me, so I'd like to lose weight, but if I eat fat, it's going to make me fat. And I'm not going to lose any weight. And that's what I was constantly being bombarded with in pop culture, media, magazines, TVs, commercials, what have you. The next story, the more I do, the fatter I get. So I've had my watershed moment. I've recognized, hey, you gained some weight. I want to do something about it. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to try a diet. Lo and behold, I'm killing myself trying to lose weight, and my body fat's going up. Today I know why that happened, and I'm going to share with you things you can do so that doesn't happen to you. Keto sticks that won't turn purple. Somewhere along the line, I tried an approach to nutrition called the cyclic ketogenic diet. Basically, you don't eat any carbohydrates. You're supposed to get your body into this state called ketosis. And then a few times a day, when you go to the bathroom, you urinate on these sticks and they change color, kind of like litmus paper back when you were in science class. Well, mine would never turn purple, and I had no idea why, except the diet told me these things should be turning purple. So I'd work harder on not eating as much. I'd work harder on not eating carbohydrates, and I'd follow the diet, and the sticks wouldn't turn purple. So not only was I running to the bathroom and trying to get these sticks to turn purple, which they never did, I eventually learned that if your body remetabolizes byproducts of the ketogenic diet called ketones, they won't show up on the keto stick, no matter how many of them you actually try to get to turn purple. Another one that this one I really laugh at. So I'm hard into making this life change. I start exercising, and I noticed that there's a whole big gym, and I'm using about half of it. This half is all the upper body stuff, and this half is the lower body stuff. I'm always over here, and I see everybody doing stuff here too, and say, well, geez, I should probably be training my legs. So I go in there, and I give it all I have on every piece of leg equipment that gym had. By the time I got out of there, I had a car with a 5-speed. I made it out of the parking lot and then stalled the car 3 times before I could get through the first light. My leg was shaking so bad, I could not hold the clutch in and give the car gas. This machine is closed. Same gym. I'm doing legs now. I'm actually on both sides of the gym. I'm using all of the equipment, feeling pretty good, like I know what's going on. They get a new leg machine, and it's one of those ones where you go and put the weights on it, and then you get in it, and you stand up, and these safety bars swing out of the way, and it lets you do a machine-assisted squat. Wow, hey, that's great. I'm not really comfortable with some of the free weight stuff, but boy, I can do that machine. So I go over and I pile a bunch of those 45-pound plates on it, and I stand up, safety swing out of the way, and I go down, and I just keep going. So the machine's completely closed on me. The meathead dudes in the weight room are just looking at me. So I quietly slip out the side of the machine, put my weights back, and go home for the day. Dropping anchor at the buffet. If you've heard anything about dieting, somewhere along the way in conversation you hear something that says you should allow yourself a cheat day. Now, many of the popular fad diets say have a cheat day. Well, I did a couple of those diets, and I would have a cheat day, usually Saturday. So Sunday morning I would wake up and I would think about next Saturday and the fact that I could eat whatever the heck I want all day, as much as I wanted, because that was my cheat day. So now my whole world revolves around one thing, and that's Saturday's cheat day. It didn't take me too long to realize the best place to spend your cheat day is at the buffet. So I would go to Old Country Buffet, or a really, really good one was the Elgin Riverboat, and I'd spend my money, and I'd drop anchor, and I'd almost eat myself sick. Today I think there's a better way. Nobody should drop anchor at a buffet. The old man in the squat rack. I've progressed from the machine, and now I'm comfortable doing some free weight stuff. I'm doing my cyclic ketogenic diet where I don't eat any carbohydrates. And by the way, if you're going to do resistance training, you need some carbohydrates. I have no idea about that. And I put some weight on the bar, a weight that I should easily be able to do. And I stand up, and the same thing that happened with that machine happens. Yet I got a barbell on my back, and there's no safeties, there's no machine, there's no nothing. So down to the floor I go. And the weightlifting world, we call that getting stapled to the floor. And this old guy hustles himself across the gym, helps me get up, get out from under the barbell, and tells me, don't worry son, just stick with it. If you keep working hard, you'll be able to do it. Well, I was able to do it, but I hadn't had carbohydrates in I don't know how long. So that was a pretty humiliating experience. A close second to having the machine close on me front of everybody. Next slide. So my story, I did it all wrong. No clue where to begin. I was overwhelmed, frustrated. I wanted to make a change. Fortunately, the internet was not even close to what it is today. So I was overwhelmed with the information I could find, but the amount of information pales in comparison to what is available today on the internet. Not to mention the fact that we now have not only the internet, even my book is available for an e-reader. And not only do we have digital media and digital books available, but there's digital books on weight loss, health, fitness that are free. There's a ton of information out there. I did eventually address nutrition, but I did this wrong too. I was either under-eating, eliminating entire food groups, eliminating entire foods. Bottom line was I was not providing myself with what I needed to not only lose weight, but actually be healthy. No clear goal, yet alone a plan. A what and a what. I had no idea about setting a goal. I didn't recognize the value of that. And not only did I not recognize the value of having a goal, I didn't really have a plan. My plan was bounce from one diet, one workout program to the other. Watch what the biggest dude in the gym was doing and go ask him for advice, which is a big mistake. Kept looking for a short-term solution to a long-term problem. This goes back to we're going to ride around in our bodies the rest of our lives. And the approach we take to being healthy, improving our overall wellness, and most definitely losing weight needs to be a long-term, sustainable plan. It can't be a fad diet. It can't be doing cardio twice a day. Oh yeah, I did that too. Cardio in the morning, weights at lunch, cardio after work, then home. You can't do that forever. You certainly can't do that if you're going to have a job, a family, be a husband, a wife, a mother, a father, or whatever. It's impossible. Anybody seen some of the popular TV shows on weight loss? The Biggest Loser? Who in here has the amount of time they put in on that television show to exercise? I don't. I work in a gym. No real professional help and accountability. I tried a dietitian, and this is what really kind of pushed me in the direction that led me to where I am today. I went and talked to a dietitian, and his response was, reduce your calories, don't eat fat, and do more cardio. And I looked at him and I said, well, I've already done that and it doesn't work. Well, then you're cheating on your diet, you're not doing enough cardio, and you're overeating fat. And I said, well, have you ever been overweight? No, what does that have to do with it? I said, well, it has a lot to do with it. I'm telling you what you're telling me doesn't work. I've already tried it, and you're telling me I'm lying to you. That was the last time I met with a dietitian.